All right, cuties. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. We have an update when it comes to rapper Tevin Hood, also known as T Hood, who we know was unalived at the hands of allegedly Kai Frost. Back on August 8th, it was released to the public that he had been killed. And as of today, we have a little more information. I will show you guys the pictures of his autopsy according to TMZ. And they are stating that he was only shot once in the back. And for me, look, once is enough. But we know that it's been going around since this story broke that allegedly he had been shot 5 times in the back. But let's go ahead and get into what TMZ has released. I am going to go ahead and put up my Copyright Disclaimer Act. This is allowed under the Copyright Act of 1976. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what they had to say. All right, let me go ahead and bring this up for you. A lot of contradictions from what we've been discussing throughout this past a week and a half. And we'll continue. Join me live tonight and I'll get you all's thoughts. But again, shout out to TMZ. And here is what they had to say. They said that the Gwinnett County, and this is an update, told TMZ that the autopsy report does not reveal anything they didn't already know. They say that the incident, despite T Hood getting shot in the back, is still being investigated as self-defense. Still. Okay. But earlier they said that, it was his unaliving was a brutal fashion. He was hit multiple times and at least once in the back. They stated that T Hood suffered those shots to the back, abdomen, buttocks, and lower right and left thighs. So this is an actual what is the name that they call this? Not a drawing, but the official report that I'm assuming was a part of the coroner's report. This is a picture of an outline showing where he was hit. Now they state that T Hood allegedly pulled his weapon first during a heated argument with 2 other people inside. They have his Georgia home, but that was Kai's home, not his. But someone opened fired in self-defense, unaliving the rapper on August 8th. And they said that as of right now, it is unclear in the report who the alleged shooter is. Allegedly, again, we've heard that it was Kai Frost. But you guys go back to a couple videos ago. I asked in the title, did T Hood have a pow pow on him? All right, that's been floating around. But in that interview that his mom and sisters gave a couple days ago, they were asked that question and they both said no. And as you guys can see in the official report, it is saying that he pulled that weapon out first in a heated argument with the 2 people that I believe to be Kai and Kelsey Frost. They go on to say that he was rushed to a hospital where he was unfortunately pronounced unalive. At the time, he had been dating Kirk and Rashida's daughter, Kelsey. Investigators were originally called to the scene on a report of that dispute, which we all know. We've been talking about this, and no charges as of today has been filed. And I told you guys this a couple days ago. Especially if he pulled his weapon first, that was self-defense. That was self-defense. We also know that Georgia is a stand your ground state. Stand your ground state. We went over the charges, and basically a person can let loose till they can't let loose anymore. And it appears that that's what happened. 7 shots total, but they did come out and contradict what his family was saying. His family said 5 to the back. The official report, coroner's report, said 1 to the back. Does that make a difference for you guys? I'm not sure what type of weapon or anything like that was used naturally, but a weapon with some power can cause a body to move and jerk. You're being pow. You know what I mean? And I just believe that 1 shot to the back could have been maybe when he turned. I don't know. I definitely don't know. Brutal way to go, regardless. Brutal way to go. But again, what the family was out here saying is not allegedly, according to the authorities, is just not true. They are saying that this was a fatal domestic dispute. And allegedly, if it was Kai, that was self-defense. So I'll say again, the autopsy did not stipulate who the alleged killer is, but seemed to corroborate authorities' belief that he was killed in self-defense by one of the 2 people. And we know Kelsey has already come out and said that it was one of her brothers. And yeah, it was one of the brothers, and that brother allegedly was Kai Frost. Now, I do want you guys to join me later tonight. I'm not trying to villainize this guy. He's no longer with us, but there were other charges that came out that he allegedly was arrested for back in the day. And allegedly, that is child endangerment. That's why I don't understand why his family was out here as loud as they were. You get what I'm saying? And look, even for them, they were saying somebody gonna have to pay one way or the other. And I think that that's what happened with this other family, with the Frost family. I do think, I am 95% sure just how I'm feeling right now in this moment, that it was self-defense, especially with him pulling a weapon. But you guys, drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this. It is breaking news, and I'm sure we'll still hear more. But Friday will make 2 weeks without charges, and I doubt that we will see any charges at all when it comes to Kai Frost. I doubt it. T. Hood pulled the weapon, according to authorities, and unfortunately, may he rest in peace, he lost that gun battle. Okay, but join me tonight. I'll be live. Thank you guys again for joining me for this video. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me. Make sure to like the video, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.